Hey, Backgammon fans, Bill Riles here. We've got some last-second bonus coverage. The 54th World Championship Last Chance Final. This is the match between Johan Benell of Sweden. Let me do one thing here. Johan Benell of Sweden and excuse me for the pronunciation, Dencer Güneş from Turkey. So these gentlemen were really excited to perhaps have the opportunity to be streamed, and we accommodated them. They, everybody, it's a dream to come here to play and to reach last chance you had to win like 8 or 9 matches today. And, so they deserve the recognition. They deserve the airtime. And, this will be fun. I'm going to close. I wasn't sure didn't know I was going to be doing this. I've got some other windows open, and they were playing in my ear in the background. So, anyway, what a week. Congratulations to all the winners. Frank Frigo winning the World Championship, Mario Kuhl being the finalist, and also winning the high roller jackpot. I don't know some of the other winners. I know one that came to my attention. I'd met her during this week, and just a lovely a lady, Maggie Diamantidis, who's a dual Greek-American citizen, I think, but she won the ladies' final. So that was truly exciting, and I know it's kind of funny. I got to know both her and her husband. Her husband, Tony Diamantidis, is a very good player in his own right, and I'm sure she'll be have that trophy sitting in prominent view in the Diamantidis household to put some incentive to him. Hey, you need to get your own trophy, So yeah, So anyway, this is the last chance final. These guys really wanted to get on the air and so forth. So we accommodated them. So anyway, again, Johan Benell of sit down, turn it on if you want to. If you aren't tired yet.
I'm excited.
Johan Benell, I turned it on.
Okay.
I think I turned it on.
Yep.
Johan Benell had quite a run in the main event before losing a couple straight.
And played very well. He's Thomas Tenlin's roommate, and it rubbed off.
And I'm not sure of the pronunciation. Dencer Güneş. I know Güneş. I'm not sure of the Dencer. But from Turkey.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, Phil, maybe I don't know. I recognize the name. Is he a board maker or?
No. He's not the one. Not to my knowledge. Okay. He could be, but he's not the one you're thinking of.
Yeah. So
you're thinking of Art Gammon. The owner of Art Gammon has a similar name.
Okay.
All those Turks sound alike to me.
Well, and it's funny too. Our, Jesper Carlson, who's
very well
on our staff,
very well
helped make our Texas tournament. He's from Gothenburg, Sweden. Johan's from Gothenburg, Sweden. So,
wow. And of course, Thomas Tenlin is right near there.
Yeah. So.
So there's a lot of money in this 5-point match.
It's
for
10,000 euros.
10,000 euros difference of winning and losing?
It's first for 10, and
okay.
Second's like half of that. So 10 and 5.
Okay. But what did they have to do to get here? How many matches did they have to win to get here?
8 or 9.
Yeah, it's a
5
quite
pointers, which are problematic.
And everybody got in this. I know Mochi's name was on that list. He played.
Yeah. So, okay.
And a 5-point match is intricate to win.
Johan got in the early cube here. Dencer took it. I was looking around for Gökhan or somebody to give me the correct pronunciation.
Okay. But he's representative of Turkey, which has really had a boom in backgammon in recent years, largely thanks to Arda and Fuat, 2 different organizations, but both doing a tremendous amount to make I mean, I was just in a tournament in Turkey with 700 players, and there was no cash prizes. That's how much they love the game.
Both of them have, and they run tournaments all the time.
Yep.
But huge player bases in both organizations.
They learned how to use the cube in Turkey, and they fell in love with the game. They have a passion for the game. I've been there several times. I never sleep when I'm in Turkey. We play backgammon all night long. It's so much fun. The players remind me of the Jamaican players. They're just so passionate, and they love to gamble.
You know, and the Turkish people are so great. And I know you and I were talking earlier in the week. We both had a similar experience in Istanbul with people recognizing us from streams and commentary and coming up and talking to us. And, oh, I know you. You know?
I'm sitting at a table with Mochi, Dirk Sheeman, and Zdeněk Ziska, and a guy walks up and says, "Can I take your picture?" And we say yes. And he asks those other three guys to get out of the picture. You want to get a picture of me? We laughed so hard. I was so proud. I was so happy to do that to those guys. It was great when we asked them to move aside.
Did this cost you anything? Did you set this up in advance?
Yeah, I
If
couldn't
you'd have thought about it.
I would certainly do it if I had thought about it. There's no question. You know me. It was not set up. He was somebody that he knew me from online, and he wanted a picture with me. He had his wife take the picture, and he asked Mochi and Zdeněk and Dirk Sheeman to move out of the way. I loved it.
That happened to us any number of times in
Yeah.
Istanbul. People wanting pictures with us and introduce.
Yeah, that's because you usually leave your fly open. Did you know that?
that what it is?
Yeah, did you know that? You got to watch that.
Wow, geez, I'm going to have to be a bit more careful.
Hey, all right. Maybe not. You're going to be more popular this way. Oh, that's right. We're online.
We're online.
Yeah, never mind.
We deserve to show these guys some respect here.
It's been a long week. I'm a little slappy. We just interviewed the two players from the finals. And of course, everybody here knows that Frank Prigo won it for the second time.
Only a 29-year span.
Yeah.
Is that amazing?
That's really something. Does he have the largest span? He may have the largest span of a two-time winner.
I would.
I think so. I mean, Mochi Akiko, Michael Meyerberg. Well, of course, you got Jorgen, who won it 3 times. You got 3 times.
20 years.
Yeah.
Thereabouts.
Okay. Roberti was close together. He's another 2-time winner. There aren't that many 2-time winners who should be able to remember this.
Now this is
I'm a 6-time loser.
very strong position, although he can't. Oh, he dances. Can Johan make this?
This is
point?
big.
He does. Somebody was commenting. He said, "Wouldn't it be ironic? You just finished broadcasting a 4-hour-plus match." He said, "Wouldn't it be something if this match ended in 4 minutes?"
You know what? I'm not tired a bit. I'm exhilarated. I'm 78 years old, and I've never had more energy in my life, and it's because of the excitement of this event. It's all adrenaline.
I thought you were telling me it's because of the young girlfriend.
You're only as never mind. Never mind.
Another match?
This is the finals.
Another match, man.
This is the finals of the last chance for a lot of money.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
I'm making the one, by the way. Let's go.
Justin can't get out of commentator mode either.
After the last chance, we'll have the after tournament, and then the after tournament.
Well, we need these guys to conclude this match relatively quickly
Why?
because the award ceremony and cocktail party and all that is at 9, so they have 40 minutes.
Yeah. And by the way, that awards ceremony at the Monte-Carlo is touching. I've had tears in my eyes every time, even if I didn't know the winner. I was so touched by the importance of it and by the accomplishment. I had tears in my eyes today.
And the stories, man. I mean, just
Oh.
imagine.
There's nothing like this tournament, nothing at all like it. I've been asked to write an article on my feelings about this tournament for the USBGF. I'm not sure I can do it. It's just so much to tell. It would take me
There's
so
many
long to write it.
Stories. I mean, you know.
Aside from the winners, how about these young kids that came in from nowhere? These people who have only been playing for 6 months and beating Sandra Lylov. Galen Hall beating Sandra Lylov.
Kingo Nakasuka.
Yeah. The Mind Sports guy,
Mind
Etan.
Sports guy.
Etan. I mean, these are amazing stories.
How about even Maggie Diamantidis? Maggie
Yes.
O'Donnell won the ladies' tournament.
Absolutely.
I mentioned that a while ago, and I said, I'm sure Maggie will put the trophy in a prominent place in the house just to kind of gig Tony, you know.
Yeah.
Where's your trophy from the World
They're
Championship?
they're in Greece, and where else? They have a place in Greece and a place.
Where'd she
forget
go
where
to?
else.
West Virginia?
Yeah, something like that. Some strange place for a backgammon
she's
player.
from Chicago.
Yes, she's from the southwest side of Chicago. I'm from the southeast side of Chicago.
I thought that was Lake Michigan.
Well, almost. You're right. We were very close to the lake.
So,
I'm from Chicago. What do you want to do about it, kid? Huh? You want to do something about it? They have a sign in Chicago by the airport when you're leaving. It says, "Please come back. We were not shooting at you."
I like that. Okay, well, Johan's developed a very dominant position here. Now,
Look how he volunteers.
For Denser, or however you say it, I apologize.
Huh?
He's got a little bit of timing to maybe get fortunate with a late shot.
The 2-point game, the good news is you only get gammoned about 8%, but you only win about 10%. So it's not a dream position to be in.
Well, that was 6-5. Yeah, I was thinking it was a 6-5 down here.
No, you want to not roll a 5 here. It's beautiful roll. Keep it even at the top. Take a checker off. When in doubt, take them out. Look how fast they're playing. You'd almost think it's a speed gammon.
You know, the people just can't get enough. We've developed 148 viewers for this.
They're sick. You people are sick.
The backgammon junkies and addicts.
Yeah, get a life. This is just backgammon. I got a life. I gave up everything for backgammon. I've never had more fun in my life. I'll never look back. All right, Peel. I like this play. I'd take it off.
No reason not to.
Well, there is a reason not to. 6-6, 5. That's only 2 reasons not to, but you roll 6-6, 5. You're still in pretty good shape anyway, but you have more builders to make the 2-point and to do damage.
Let's not get too cute here now.
I think I take the 4 off and move the 2 over. That's it. You got to be wrong. It's my play.
You've watched enough this weekend. You've actually learned a few things.
I've learned from my co-commentators. I'm telling you, I got the pleasure of working with you, but working with Wilcox Snelling and Mochi and Mark Olson and Toby and Michelle Lamotte and
I did
Chris Rogers.
Couple this weekend with Sebastian Wilkinson and with ZZ.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've heard. I didn't get to work with Sebastian, but everybody tells me he's a great commentator.
Yeah, and and I've been doing this streaming and commentary stuff for a long time, as you have, but I really think this, and it was a great match too that we were working. It was the first Ashkenazi Rogers match, but the match Sebastian did, you need to.
I missed that. Yeah. I hear it was a great match and super commentary. Most people, when they talk about the great commentators today, they mention Sebastian. He's smart. He's cute. He speaks rapidly but clearly. Yeah.
Very succinct.
Yeah. I love Sebastian. He's
and what he was
great
trying
guy.
to do, he said he always wants to express his opinion and make his point before the XG feed pops up. So he's not influenced by the XG feed.
And if I was that good, I'd do it too. Because he happens to be one of the better players in the world. It's easier to make those guesses.
And he's young and he can do it quickly. Okay, 2-0 Johan. Denser was somewhat fortunate to save a G. Didn't have
Nice roll. They are playing so fast. I like that, by the way.
Well, Jesper told me that Johan is something like a 3.8 to 4.0 average.
I've seen,
I mean, and they're those types of players are coming out of the woodwork these days. It's like
we've been talking about that. There's like 4 or 5 players at the top echelon, maybe 5, Mochi, Michi, Victor, Wilcox, Peter Jess Thompson. There's a few. That real top echelon, ZZ is there now. And then you've got a whole big group. I mean, Kazuki is probably up there in that group too. You've got a whole big group of incredibly great players that's in that next group, maybe 30 players around the world that are playing right around 3 PR. It's just amazing.
Well, I tell you, another one made an impression on me this week, and I know he did on you, and I think he's reaching that elite status, or has already reached it, is Mario Cool.
Oh, Mario's high on my back. By the way, let's not forget about Oliver Squire. Here's a college kid who's really proven himself.
Who won the Super Jackpot this afternoon.
But none of that, all that pales compared to my good friend Blake Fleetwood, who has the guts to sit there and play a Kiko for money. That's, to me, I mean, anybody can play well, but to play like Blake and play a Kiko, that takes guts.
Or other fixtures.
Or other things.
So, anyway, well, Dinker, or however you say that, I'm sorry, sir, is in a bit of a hole, but it's a short match.
Why are they playing so fast? Are they hungry? When I play fast like this, it means I am hungry, or I have to go to the bathroom. Or I have to go to the bathroom. It's one of the two.
So,
ooh, this is a very interesting roll. I don't know this play, but I'm going to learn it from him.
It's hard to go wrong here.
Well, I don't know, down or out. There's so many ways you can play. Make the 5 point. You make the 18.
Point, there's the 10
make the 10.
Point, there's the 18.
And he played it quickly again. My guess is he played it right. It's all about game plan. I was tempted to make the 18 there.
Well, I don't think either is going to get into time trouble on this match.
No, you don't want the 1-6, the 1-7 rather. I like his play. I got to study that. That wasn't clear to me. 2 away, 5 away. Here's what's really interesting about the score.
Just a little bit. Okay. Gigi's saying you're too close. It's distorted.
Okay.
But I don't know.
So a 2 away, 5 away, the take point is 17%. So the leader can take a cube very deep as long as there's not gammons. And that's counterintuitive. You would think that when you're leading, you drop faster. But because the upside of taking the cube and winning is huge, you win the match. And the downside isn't that bad. Losing 1 point or 2 points at this score is only 7% difference in equity. So it's really counterintuitive. You really have to study this to understand it. And it took me, about 62 years to figure that out.
Okay.
He didn't give up his midpoint. You don't want to give up that outfield control. 1993, Kit Woolsey, the importance of the midpoint, and it's stood up the test of time with all these bots. Kit Woolsey was a visionary, as was Roberti and McGrill, of course.
Okay, Gigi says much better, so thanks for the heads up, Gigi.
Well, maybe I'm talking very loud because I'm still so excited from that match. I mean, my heartbeat was at that one point in the match. We had one game. I must tell you, it had 20 swings.
Went on for 30 minutes.
Oh, and they were both low on time. It was so exciting, and both players played better after they were low on time.
Yeah.
They played speed gammon better than they played the other, and they both played very well.
And I was able to glance at it just a bit, but it's pretty interesting that Frank ended up winning that. And there's that 8-point swing in there on that double on the last roll by Mario. Four one way, 4 the other way.
That's right, that
swing.
double 4. But you got to say this. Frank rolled double 5s several times when it was crucial, and then a double 6 in a race also. So, and if you look at the luck factor, Frank can't complain.
No, that was one of the
pretty lucky.
Not only the highest in a major event I've ever seen, it's one of the highest I've ever seen.
Nope, I played Mochi in that big challenge match in Vegas a few years ago.
Yeah.
His luck was 14. And he got lucky. He was playing me. He played at 1.7 PR. I played at 4.1. His luck was 14, and he slaughtered me with 14 PR. Falafel was doing the commentary.
At 14
That's
PR.
right. That's right. My granddaughter could have beat me with that. Falafel was doing the commentary, was just tearing me apart, and he made a bet with Joe Russell that I played over 7-5, and I played at 4-1, and he lost a 3-1 odds bet, typical Falafel bet.
Well, Gigi's talking about getting chill bumps and this, that, and the other over throughout the week, how good the commentary and streaming was.
That's thanks to you and Tara.
Well, thank you very much. You're a big part of the team, too, we'll say.
Well, we're a great team. What can I say?
All of y'all tune in Dubai in 5 or 6 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'll be in Dubai.
Tara and I will be in Dubai.
Mid-September.
All the 2 live streams, 2 commentated streams, same arrangement.
I'm celebrating Rosh Hashanah in Dubai. My family is turning over in their grave, but I'm going to be there. Ooh, this is not easy. Well, I think because of the 2 blots, you can just run from the back.
Well, he doesn't.
I think you run from the back. Oh, he ran from the front. All right. If Johan does that, it must be right. But I would come off the 3-point.
I'm very often running from the back is correct in these types of positions.
With the 2 blots, I think that's right. This is one I'd have to look at, but my instinct is to run off the 3-point.
It's interesting how this particular game, in its complexity, has slowed these boys down.
Well, they finally have a really tough play. Maybe that's it. But I'll bet you one thing. I'll bet you Johan gets it right. He's a very, very fine player. I never knew him before this tournament, but I've done commentary with him. I've watched his matches. He's incredible.
He's probably the best tall player in the world,
Well, how about ZZ?
ZZ's tall. I think Johan may be taller than ZZ, though.
It's close. I would make ZZ the best. Yeah, I would make ZZ the best tall player in the world. Oh, here's ZZ sitting right there.
Flattering comment.
If I'd known he was sitting there, I wouldn't have said something so nice. That was a mistake. Blunder.
No, we are not.
How tall are you, ZZ? 6'4"?
91. 6'3".
6'3", too? And how tall is Johan? Is he taller?
Something like me.
About like you. Okay. So we don't talk about tall players without talking about ZZ.
We're talking, and to answer Gigi's question, we are not streaming the award ceremony. Now, I suspect there's going to be some people with their iPhones probably recording it. Nesh Productions, he's going to be recording it, I'm sure.
I'll have mine on.
So there'll be some access to it, but it will not be streamed.
By the way, while I have the mic, I of course I've shouted out to the whole Galaxy team, but we've had some very difficult situations come up with the rules, and I'm a stickler for the rules, and I do not agree with all the rules here. I do not agree with all the rulings, but I've never seen a more conscientious and fair tournament director in my life than Arda. I'll support him till the death. He did a great job, and one of my students was involved in a very controversial situation, and it was a very tough ruling, and it was very fair, and Arda handled it beautifully. So I really love this guy.
Well, you know what's good about Arda?
He touched the cube as if he was going to double. He hadn't hit the clock. In my school, you have to double. He did.
But
Good.
Arda's firm, fair.
Yes.
Consistent. I had another term I was going to say.
Doesn't take crap from anybody? How's that?
That's not the term, but
okay.
that's applicable also.
Yeah.
But just
the board got twisted. Where is she?
She's playing with it.
Okay.
She can actually wirelessly control the rotation of the camera.
Changing the camera and not the actual board.
Yeah.
All right. 2-away, 4-away. Does everybody know that this is the most exciting, most interesting situation in backgammon? You roll an opening 3-1. If you're the trailer, you're opening 3-1, 4-2, or 5-3. He splits. It's a double. You want to activate the gammons and make it worth 1.0 by turning the cube. So if there's the smell of gammons, you double. And the trailer here is clearly doing better. If he doesn't perform here, see how you mix the anchor there? That's so smart. Lots of people would make the 4-point, but at this score, you must make that anchor or you're going to get the cube. If you'd have made a 4-point there, it would have been a double. And most other scores, you might, because of the stack, you might well make your 4-point. That's a huge difference at this score. Very, very smart play.
Received a wee bit of guidance. Dienschers.
Yeah?
Dienschers.
Dienschers. Okay. I love being in Istanbul. I go there every chance I get, every time I'm on my way to Cyprus. And, of course, you and I were both there for the UBC recently. And I love the food. I love the people. I love the backgammon. I even love the Wow Hotel. That was very comfortable.
It was a Wow Hotel was pretty nice. It's in
Yeah.
that deserted airport though. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of stuff around it, but the facility itself
Yes.
is wonderful.
And a deserted airport is pretty good to sleep at night. Double fours.
The tournament director in Dubai is I don't
Patrick
know the-
Gabrelli.
Yeah, he's the
He's-
organizer and
who's-
so forth. Tournament director is the people that developed that FTBG system they used.
Oh, I
in,
love that system.
in Istanbul.
I've got it on my phone still. I can go on there and look at every match I played, what the score was, who won. When I was there, I immediately got a notification of when I had to be at what table at what time. And if I didn't get there on time, my clock started automatically and I got penalty points.
And you had
unbelievable
and you had
system.
a name tag around your neck with a Q code on
Right.
it. And when you won, you just stand up, raise your hand, and somebody comes by and scans your Q code
Unbelievable.
to record your match win.
Unbelievable. I tried to license that. I wanted to license it for the world, and for some reason he wasn't interested.
So I apologize. I don't know the man's name, but Patrick Jabelli, who is organizing the Dubai tournament and so forth, was in Istanbul. He saw that system. He experienced that system, and he said, I got to have that system in Dubai.
Every tournament in the world should have that system. By the way, the website is automatically updated so everybody in the world knows who's playing at what table, what the score is at that table, and who won, and see the whole draw sheet. All automatic. Why doesn't the whole world have that? I can't think of a reason. Okay, what's going on in this game? Oh, they're still playing.
Well, and it's interesting, of course, short match. So here we are at the classic two-away, four-way score, and we all know what that means on occasion.
Well, here's the situation. The leader in the match is leading. When should he double? Do you know when?
Never.
No, that's not
Almost.
never. No, his opponent's take point is 18.5, so he should double whenever your opponent is close to 18.5. And people really forget to double there. Now, that's not true if you have a bunch of gammons you might win because you could win the match with a gammon. But as soon as your opponent gets down to around 18.5, you still should give the cube, even though he's going to redouble you immediately, because you have better equity playing for the match if he has less than 18.5. It's that simple. So you need to know your take points.
Gigi, I'm not sure. I think it's FTBG.
That's right. Here, I'll show it to you.
Okay, Phil.
I'll show
Phil's
you to
going
you.
to pull it up or show you the icon right here. That automated tournament management system in Istanbul, and it will be in Dubai also.
Here it
Can you
is.
find it?
It's the FTBG system. And look, I just hit the button, and I can
Did it come up?
I may be having problems with the internet.
Oh,
But
here, I've got the.
Show all my matches and
I've
show
got
everything.
the,
Well, let's concentrate
yeah,
on
give
this
those
match
guys
right now.
Some attention here. I might have deleted mine, but anyway.
It's nowhere near 18.5. By the way, the leader's take point is 19.8. So if there's no gammons involved, again, you should still double when your opponent is very close to his take point.
That's it. FTBG system. Somebody from FM Backgammon organization
Well,
responded.
Fuad is FM Backgammon. The M is Mate, who is my very close friend and student for years. I helped form the FM board. I helped develop the FM board that they first came out with. I was their consultant. I got their number 2 board ever made, and the rest is history. These boards, these boards you're looking at Galaxy are all FM boards. I had a student 6 months ago who was visiting Istanbul and wanted some boards. She bought 7 boards. One for the house in Florida, one for the house in Connecticut, one for the boat, one for the airplane, one for his airplane, and 2 for the kids.
So that when they go to the kid's house, they've got a board. Right?
And they're all beautiful wooden boards. She wanted wooden boards. She wanted a specific color. They had them made to suit. They had exactly the right colors they wanted, done to suit, beautifully done, and she was very happy with the results. And of course, I got my commission. They bought me
There's
dinner.
your,
Yeah. See, you do double when you're winning. Does
But
he have
does he still have
18.5?
18.5?
I don't think so. I don't know that you can win 18% here. I don't think so. I think it's a pass. Because if you pass, you're going to win 18.5. Why? You have to win 2 games in a row. Okay? That's 25%. And then another game, right? That's 12.5%. But you might win a gammon. That brings it up to the 18.5. That extra 6% chance of winning a gammon. Why is it 6%? Because the other player is playing gammon save on that game. So you're not going to win a lot of gammons. That's where the 18.5 comes from. Or you just listen to Neil Kazaros and look at the match equity table. So
You know what some of these people, and all the people watching and people we talk to and people that will be watching this after the fact on a recorded basis, you ought to think about hitting some of these international tournaments. There's some they're in beautiful cities, beautiful places, great backgammon, and, you know, Phil.
Good pass.
Yeah, Phil and I are
Yep.
just blessed and fortunate to
One
be
of my
able to
best
go
friends.
to Istanbul and Cyprus and Dubai and Monte-Carlo and
Japan and
wherever, you know, we're just
yeah.
really fortunate to have this opportunity.
Well, one of my best friends, Carter Madig, gave me a lecture. He said, Phil, you only live once. You love backgammon. You're an idiot not to travel overseas and go to these tournaments. I was going all over the United States, but I wasn't bothering with overseas. He said, you don't know what you're missing. So I owe this to Carter. And by the way, I hope you're feeling better, Carter.
I know he was on some of the chats today.
Yeah, he was. Well, anytime he's got a chance to criticize me, he's going to be there. That's the love-hate relationship we have. I had fun with Carter. He and I usually have 10% of each other.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, I said, because you're sick, I'm going to give you 20% of me in the Monte Carlo. And he was touched until he found out I wasn't playing. He knew there was a catch. He couldn't figure out what it was.
Okay. Now, Martin Howe, who's been transcribing a bunch of matches on the,
Uh-huh.
and he'll send me this match after the fact. I'll have it.
Great.
He said the cube was a 300 blunder, and the pass was a 600 blunder.
It was more than 18.5%?
Yeah.
Wow. I misread that one. So did
I
the
was
player.
sitting here. I don't know the percentages necessarily as well as you do, but I was sitting there thinking, well, I don't
You thought he
know.
had more than
I
18.5?
think I might be taking this.
Wow.
He had 25%, according to
25%. That's shocking to me. He has to get a shot and hit it. He was way down in
Now,
the
it
race.
wasn't that bad because you got to take it or a pass out of it.
It was a great cube. It was a great cube if you're going to get a pass. You'd have gotten a pass out of me. That's why I'm doing commentary and these guys are playing. Those who can do and those who can't teach.
Yeah.
And I'm a teacher.
It's a 301 no double and a 327 take.
Wow.
So
Somebody told me those who can do and those who can't teach gym. So I should be teaching gym. I'd love to teach gym. That was my best subject in school. There's a hit. So this is Crawford. There's no cube in the Crawford game. The score sheet should say Crawford, but it doesn't. And if the loser wins this game, of course, you'll double on the first roll.
thereafter.
Well, unless you play games. A lot of times when your opponent doesn't have a free drop, you will play some games.
Look out.
This is big. Big roll.
Now, Phil, do you do that one, or should he have gone around to the 9 to keep? This is probably right.
That's my
Keeps more
play.
Pressure on those
Yeah.
checkers from the midpoint. coming
Yeah.
out. 6-1 makes the.
The
makes
question
the
is, do
bar.
gammons matter when you're
Makes
at Crawford?
The deuce, makes the deuce, makes the bar.
Yeah. The question is, does the trailer care if he wins the gammon? The answer is hell yes. You're within one game of winning the match because you're going to double on the first roll. So gammons are very important here. Winning is also very important, of course.
You know, and I think we mentioned it earlier, and a bunch more people have joined us, Phil. I mean, this is the last chance, but it's not chicken feed. They're playing, the winner gets 10,000 euros.
That's right.
So,
Plus the fact that winning anything in Monte Carlo is something.
yeah, pretty nice trophies.
And you
too.
said you had to win 9 matches to get here?
Yeah. So
Oh, my God, 9 matches.
5-pointers, too.
Yeah.
Which,
And people like Mochi were in last chance. They don't take it lightly.
10,000 euros.
77,000 euros went to the winner, went to Frank Frigo. Plus, he had a $10,000 bonus for going undefeated.
Plus, he was in the side pool.
Plus a $14,000 side pool that he won.
24, so that's about 101,000.
Yeah, you think he'd buy me dinner, and he will, by the way.
Yeah. There it is. Last chance. Winner, 9,900 euros.
No, you were exaggerating. Well, they may have hedged.
They may have hedged.
Hedging is something that's very, very common in backgammon. I know in poker they don't do it. I don't think they're allowed to, although I would be shocked if it didn't happen.
When actually it's not half. Finalist is
4,000.
4,000.
Yeah.
So $6,000 differential they're playing in. I'd be
This is a big roll.
if they didn't hedge.
Big roll. And you now make the 3-point as well. You hope it's not a 2-5 or a 1-6. Woo!
Two.
And we're going to see some more action, I think. Dincher is going to be a big favorite here, if I said Dincher right. Ooh, he doesn't make the bar point. Huh.
Well, it's 2 in the air, so you,
Oh, 2 in the air. That's what I missed. You make the 2-point. Quick. Oh, 4-2. Make the ace point.
Still
I saw 4-3. Your dice are amazing. Whatever you've done to make these dice readable is genius, pure genius. We had just a little bit of shininess at the end of the championship match. And as you explained, Tara explained the human oils that get on the dice. But you have some way to treat these dice that's just beautiful. One person complained, I have trouble seeing this on my iPhone. My answer was, get off your damn iPhone.
at least go up to an iPad.
Yeah, something, or hold it closer. Get a magnifying glass. I'm old enough to remember my first television. It was a 9-inch Motorola, and we put a huge magnifying glass in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
This is a true story. When I was a kid. Nice roll, nice play.
Okay, close out. Now, he may get that
Gammon.
all-important G.
Oh, he's highly favored to get a gammon here. And
Which
then
is huge.
And it's going to be not an even match because of the free drop, but the free drop's only worth 2.5%. So it's almost like a 50-50 game.
Okay, not surprisingly.
Nice play, nice play.
The FM Backgammon organization is cheering on his Turkish
Absolutely.
compatriot
Well,
here.
they have a representative here. Ali Seaton Berlin is part of that organization, and he played his first doubles match at .5.
Oh, Ali's a great guy.
Ali is a great guy, but an amazing player. He certainly
He
needs to be way high on the
lost
Giants
the
list.
UBC contender tournament last year when Sander won and
Yeah.
got to play.
Mochi, yeah.
I was doing all the, final analyses on all of the. We had to go to like 4 increasingly stringent levels of analysis
To break the tie?
between Sander and Ali.
And it was probably
2.25
yeah.
or something.
I was going to say it had to be in the 2s.
So
He's
Ali
he's a
great
monster.
guy,
He's a monster.
monster player.
And he's a good teacher. He's stolen a couple of my students from me, and the ones that now take lessons from him say he's fantastic.
And he is a teacher.
He is a teacher.
In education as well,
Yeah.
by the way.
He is.
That is his profession.
I love the Turkish people. I love their passion for the game. I love the way they've organized it. There's nothing like a Fuat or Arda tournament. It's hard to pick sides there. you know something? The competition isn't bad. I think it spurred both groups on. It's kind of nice. Both groups try to outdo the other.
Well, that's what I was going to. The competition's good. They
Yeah.
outdo the other.
Absolutely. What would be Ford without General Motors?
Okay, so he saves the BG.
Right. BG was
He
the
gets
match.
G'd.
Okay,
So-
we got an even match now. You're going to double on the first roll because there is no free drop. Oh, there is a free drop. I'm sorry. You double on the first roll.
Effectively,
Yeah.
one way or the other. We're effectively going to the last
Yeah.
game. Now, it may be a free drop on one roll, and then we play
Yeah.
another game, but we've effectively got one game to go.
I've learned to play the opening rolls differently when you have this situation.
Okay, there it
Doubles on the
comes.
first roll. And he should take because he's better than 50% because he got that opening roll. Only a 5-1 and a 5-2 are the rolls where you might drop. where you might not take the
Okay.
free drop.
Now,
Well,
you
this
don't
is
have to worry about. Neither has to worry about G's. So you just play.
you make
straight
two,
up
you
for the
still make
win.
2 points. It's
I
clear,
think you make 2 points.
very clear. I don't think there's any doubt whatsoever. Because you got that blot on the outside to shoot at 2. He's going to dance 9 times when you make 2 points. 25% of the time he dances, and you're really, oh, I don't like this play at all.
We got a guy watching named Imad Laham, something like that. He says, "See you in Dubai." He was watching the tournament. I don't even think he knew of the Dubai tournament. He's from the Middle East there somewhere. And I mentioned it during the chat one day, and he asked for more information, and now he says, "See you in Dubai." So,
Well, if he's a good player, I hope he stays away because I'm playing in that tournament too. I mean, you may not have helped me a bit if he's that good. There's a lot of people who never came to a tournament before that all of a sudden, like we saw at this tournament. I think that first match with Sander Liloff losing to Galen was
Eitan,
and
what's his name?
Yeah,
Eitan Ilhoff or
Yep.
something like that.
from Israel and London. Amazing. Two virtual beginners. Why the hell were they even playing in the open division?
Well, Galen Hall made it to the semifinal of the high roller, didn't he, or something like that?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Well, they both put in a lot of hours. They haven't played a lot of months. But also, Eitan had help. He had Tim Cross, a really great
Where
teacher.
did they put in the lot of work? Where did they
XG,
play?
XG,
and Backgammon
XG.
Galaxy.
Yeah, and Backgammon Galaxy. And I'm a little pissed. They didn't take lessons from me. I would take full credit for everything they
In
did.
fact, it's bad, Phil. They're proving they can do it without you.
That's what makes me so mad. That's okay. I've got a long list of students that are way up there on the Giants list that I've taught that are much better
Now,
than
are
me.
you overbooked? Do you have a waiting list?
No, because I have 25 teachers to feed. And we keep bringing on more good teachers. Like we just added Joe Russell and David Wells. Do you think we got good
That'll
teachers?
Work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I think they both know the game pretty well. And they're going to have all of our material.
And we mentioned
This is the Backgammon Learning Center we're talking
we
about.
mentioned a lot of people during the telecast today, broadcasts of people who assisted with commentator. And one, I named a bunch, but I omitted Joe and David both inadvertently.
Yeah.
But I know Joe took over one real long match when you fell ill.
Yep.
Whatever day it
I had
was,
food
Friday.
poising. Yep.
And
It's the most money I ever paid for food poisoning in my life. You want to come to Monte Carlo and pay about $150 for a meal and get food poisoning, this is the place. I highly recommend it. I made a joke at the other table. They asked, how are you going to pay the $77,000 to the winner? I said they can either have it in euros or they can get 4 free meals at a fine restaurant here in Monte Carlo.
well, this is not looking good for Mr. Johan here, although he does manage to hit one of them.
I have a saying, every roll makes somebody happy. That's so true of backgammon. This is not a great roll
what do you do
in
with
response. This game could turn around on a dime here. This is for the match. This is for the money. He needs to enter. He needs a 3 and a 5. I think you come in with the 5 and hit with a 3. I think you take the anchor and down.
I think you're probably
Oh, what's
plays
this?
with one blot rather than
Really? I don't like this play. Well, you're outboarded by
one
a lot.
blot
but-
and one shot at one blot, not
I don't know.
two
I would-
blots and
I was-
multiple shooters.
I was hitting something because that's my religion.
thought you were Jewish.
No, I'm a Pastafarian. I'm Jewish by birth, and I still identify with the Jewish people.
You're Hitafarian.
No, I'm Pastafarian. It's the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. If you Google it, you'll see we're a very we have over 3 million members.
Well, that's why you can go to Dubai during
Yeah,
Rosh
that's right. And Frank Frigo's a member too, by the way, and Jim Pasco and Joe Russell. I got a bunch. I've converted a lot of people. I'm an ordained minister.
You and Tom Cruise, huh?
No, Tom Cruise has got a little different. He's got Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard. Ours is the only true religion. Our Bible says so.
Okay, so Johan survived the
Onslaught.
the onslaught, and has got an anchor here. So
An anchor,
he's
yeah.
still in the match, still in the game and match.
I
They're
think I come out to
synonymous.
the 18 here just because it's something productive. I think you got to unstack that 5 point. I thought his play was
I'm
right
with
to
you.
begin
You
with.
got to unstack.
Unstack. I like the 18.
Certainly puts more pressure on these other.
Nah,
checkers
you know,
here.
one of the reasons I like the 18, Dirk Scheinman, who's one of our teachers, told me recently it's almost always right to come up to from the 5 to the 7 point with a double 2.
Okay, I got to make the anchor.
Of course.
Yeah. If he wants to give up his anchor to hit me, so be it.
You know what the proper play is right now? You call timeout and hedge. It's
That would be
DMP.
advisable.
It's DMP. If they haven't hedged already, I would split the money and play for the trophy.
Well, many of them hedge in advance talking with Arda. And
Yeah,
I saw these
they
guys
do.
over there talking to
They
Arda
do.
earlier. And that way it's documented,
Sure.
blah, blah.
If you don't hedge a 5 point match, you're awfully cocky, or you're very, very wealthy and don't care about the money. When I was in my first major final against Mike Sankiewicz, and I called my coach, I said, "What? Any advice on playing Mike Sankiewicz?" He said, "Hedge."
You know, now, and I'll give you kudos on the air here. I told somebody else this story today because there were some people playing in multiple events today that created some congestion and so forth. And I related the story in Texas 6-8 years ago. You got to the final. I think you played Chuck Bauer in the final.
No, I played
Which one was
the fellow from Venezuela. He beat Mochi in the semis.
Ron Luero?
Ron Luero in the finals,
Okay.
and he beat me.
But he, anyway, you were in multiple events, and you knew it was going to cause a lot of headaches for a lot of people if you were playing. And you came to me and you said, "Bill, I'm going to focus on the final. And you dropped out of several of the others, and that was considerate and gentlemanly and everything else in the world.
I didn't do that because I was nice. I was stupid.
You know better now.
Yeah, all right. No way in hell would I do that now. And I lost the finals at top. I thought I was going to win the finals. When Mochi got beat, I thought, hey, I can't lose now. Mochi was down to 3 seconds and had an opening. His opponent was down to 3 seconds. Ron was down to 3 seconds. Mochi had an opening 6-1 and double slotted the opening roll with 6-1.
Well, that ended up being, I think Mochi started that last game with 3 seconds and Luero 7 seconds. That's
Yeah.
the infamous snake game.
Yeah.
People still watch that
It
game.
was an amazing game. Mochi played at 22 PR that game.
Walking a prime all
And
the way around.
Mochi's one of my dearest friends in the world. I love him dearly, and I can't tell you how much I was praying he would lose. I didn't want to play him. And it turns out Ron was a hell of a player, too. Still is. Ron
Think about
Laredo.
that sometimes. You know, I won the Michigan Masters at one time. I played, I forget. who-
I remember that was a huge upset. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry.
on the other side of the bracket, Stick lost in the final, and I got to play
Uh-huh.
another gentleman.
In the semis, you
not
mean.
Stick's quality.
Yeah.
So,
In the semis,
okay,
he
so
lost
here
in
we
semis.
are. Man, talk about a squared off
Oh.
bowling game. That's a nice.
This is a nice roll.
But look, you know, who blinks first, right? Johann's on the 20, and
Do you get more shots if you just come out all the way?
18.
I'm not sure if you don't get more shots by coming out all the way. I guess you staying
He's
back
got
is right.
Much better board
Yeah.
if he does.
Yeah,
that.
that's right. This is a good play.
So who blinks first here?
Well, it's going to be much, much harder for Dincher to bring this home. I like Johann's position. Even though Dincher is winning the race, that's bad. He's going to leave.
Uh-oh. What did you say?
Well,
But look at it. It's blocked.
that was a smart play blocking double fives. I wouldn't take too much time on this play.
Man.
What am I missing here?
Well, think about it. Do you make the 4 and the 8?
Yeah.
Or do you step up to the
Okay.
12? This is a tough play.
I step up to the 12 with both. Only double sixes gets by. Of course, then you may have to crack the next time. It might be right to 1-1 checker around.
But you can't clear it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, leave one checker back.
Yeah, but you can't move him.
Ah, I got you.
He's blocked.
I got you. Well, that's a
That would
bad.
be
That's a
ideal
bad
if you
rule.
could move.
That's a bad rule. Blocking, not being able to move. I hate
Now,
that
the
rule.
alternative.
Yeah.
Well, is there an alternative? He could bring those down and make his ace point, because this guy's either going to leave a shot or crack his board in all likelihood next roll.
You wait for the shot next.
I come to the 12.
I do too. I do too. Because there's still a race here.
There's still a race.
There's still a race.
He's either going to have to leave a shot on the 7 or he's going to crack.
Okay, he's getting a little short on time. Down to a minute and a half. There's enough time. Because of the race, you go to this. I think that's why you go to the 12.
You know, and it's funny, again, we were laughing early on. They were playing like, you know,
Super fast.
They had a plane to catch.
Yeah.
Those first couple of 3 games, and now it's we're bogged down in the mud.
Yep.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them.
It's Turkey versus Sweden.
Bunch of people sitting over here in the viewing area.
Yep, it's Turkey versus Sweden. That's the good play. I love this play.
I like this play.
It helps your race and it helps your shots.
Okay, and now he doesn't have to break or crack.
Well, you just don't roll a 6 here and you're okay.
Hey,
No
could
6.
Could you get up? I got Jorgen here.
Oh, Jorgen. Come on. Yours must be burning.
I can get some expert commentary.
We cannot talk about world champions without talking about Jorgen.
When did you win your first world championship?
Oh, double 6s. Wow.
Yeah, here. And when did you win the third?
01 and 16.
17 years.
Frank has 29-year difference.
Yeah. 6s.
Oh my God.
Barring a miracle, we've got a Turkish win here. Turkey over Sweden.
Jeez, we're gonna have to listen to Arda. He's got those gaps in there. He's got some misses. 6-3.
I've already scored it, and you're saying it's not over, Jorgen.
Who am I?
Oh, another double 6. It's over, baby. It is over. It is over.
Turkish celebration on the
That's
front
right.
row over there.
That's right.
Man. Where? What, he go to the Frigo School of Rolling or what?
Except for that one silly cube action that I would have gotten wrong, I think they played great. They really did. It's gin.
Okay. Got it. Double 6s followed by 4s,
It's
5s, or 6s.
gin
No.
now. Yes.
Okay.
Nice
Great
match. Great match.
Congratulations to Dintjes Gunesh
A fitting end to a
And,
fantastic tournament.
and to Johan Benel. Thank you, Phil. And
It's been fun.
I don't know, does he speak English?
It's all yours. I'm out of voice.
Okay, man. Thanks. No, Tara. I want to go to the awards party and cocktail party and what have you. Thank you, guys. Good match, guys. Good match. Do you speak English?
Yes.
Oh, sit down. You can say hello to your friends.
Congratulations. Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
Here's the winner.
Uh,
How do you pronounce your name for me?
Dinçer Güneş.
There he is, Dancer.
John O'Hagan says it perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sit down if you want. So, the interesting little quick match there.
Exactly. 5-point
You
match.
need to get up
it's
here.
always like that.
Yeah, and you, you fell behind early and then rallied for the win.
Yeah, I always feel that I will win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't lose any final till now. I have so many titles.
Well, it's important to play with confidence, and as you
Yes,
say,
I have that.
you have that. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. You have
Thank
a Monte Carlo World Championship title
Yeah.
and trophy now too.
Yes, it's best achievement of my life till now.
Okay, man.
Out
Congratulations.
of family, of course.
Okay.
Great win.
Thank you.
Well played.
Dinçes
Dinçer Güneş.
Dinçer Gunesh.
Perfectly.
Okay.
I want to talk to Johan real quick.
Okay. Phil, talk to Johan.
Yeah. Have a seat, Johan.
Thanks, Phil.
You played great. I loved your play throughout. The double five play I thought was absolutely right and great because you're still in the race. Because nobody's going to roll double sixes, right?
Not twice, at least.
What I'll tell you what, you have come from nowhere to become a very well-known top-level player. How did that happen so fast?
As you said previously, I was sharing rooms with Thomas Tenland, and that's kind of the best you can do, right?
Thomas Tenlin is a super player, but how long have you been playing backgammon?
Since I was 17.
Oh, okay. So this is not a new thing for you. You just
3-4
knew.
years, as you can see, right?
This is just new. You're just new on the international tournament scene.
I played internationally for a couple of years.
Okay.
So
You're very impressive. Your PRs this whole tournament, your play has been stellar, and your sportsmanship is the best. Congratulations! Second place is not anything to sneeze at. So 9 matches. That's a tough thing to win. Who'd you beat along the way? Anybody special?
I had a few tough matches in general. No, very well known. No.
Okay,
So
okay.
in that sense.
So you had a good draw. That helps.
Exactly.
That helps.
Makes it easier.
Congratulations! A great tournament overall. Not just in this, but in the main event too. You showed some real skill. It was great. Pleasure meeting you.
And also thanks to you, Phil. I think maybe this is your last contribution. I don't know live, but I also want to say thank you to you and all the commentary.
Oh, thank you. I really enjoyed doing it. I'm doing what's fun. Nice to have you. Good night, everybody. We're going to go to the awards ceremony and we're going to celebrate and get drunk.